What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing, and I just finished up watching Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez versus Julio Cesar Martinez, and this was a 12-rounder for the vacant WBC Diamond super-flyweight World Championship, and this fight was Saturday, March 5th, from the Pechanga Arena in San Diego, California, and this fight was broadcasted on DAZN, and in this fight, Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez was able to get a unanimous decision victory over Julio Cesar Martinez. And I thought that Chocolatito really dominated this fight. I scored it personally 118 to 110 in favor of Chocolatito. I could have saw 119, 109, or even 120 to 108. But the three judges actually had it closer than I would have thought. One judge having a 118, 110, which I think is a perfect score, which is what I had. One judge had it 117, 111, which is a little bit too close. And then one judge also had it 116, 112, which I cannot see at all, and I think is way too close. But, yeah, if you watch this fight, you guys can probably tell that Chocolatito did dominate. He really was just the dictator of the pace. At most, in my opinion, you could give Martinez 2 rounds, and those are the rounds that I did give to Martinez. So, yeah, just to talk about the rounds that Martinez won, he won on my scorecard rounds 1 and rounds 5. So round 1, it was really based off of activity. In round 5, I liked the sort of body shots Martinez was throwing. But throughout the fight, Chocolatito was dominant. And throughout the later rounds in the fight, it really looked like that Martinez actually could have been stopped. So, I mean, throughout this fight, it was the experience and skill level and technique of Chocolatito that really won him this fight. He really proved that he still has a lot left in him. At 34 years old with over 50 fights, he is a living legend in the sport right now. One of my favorite boxers, personally, a tremendous fighter. And yeah, just to break down how he was able to sort of mute the offense of El Rey Martinez. He was able to just sort of block his punches midair. I mean, that's the problem with Martinez's style. If Martinez is going to fight guys at this level, he can't be throwing those whooping shots and just be unorthodox like that, because these fighters know how to handle a guy without that much skill like Martinez. And we're going to be 100% honest. Martinez is the most skillful of fighters. Yes, he has power. Yes, he's vicious. Yes, he likes to come forward, but he's not the most skillful. And Chocolatito was able to just block Martinez's big looping shots with his arms, his wrists, and even just his gloves, sticking them out like with a jab. He was able to parry them, throw body shots, throw shots to the head. And Martinez has never really been walked down like this. And Chocolatito was able to just walk him down, pin him against the ropes, throw big combinations, shots to the head, shots to the body. And I'm just going to say Martinez really showed that he has great heart, an excellent chin. He was able to take big punches from one of the hardest hitters at 115 pounds. So, I mean, yeah, props to him. Definitely proved me wrong. I thought that he probably was going to get dropped in this fight, or stopped. I thought he was going to get stopped, but no, he survived. And yeah, but he still lost this fight pretty wide. And specifically, round number 6 was a huge round for Chocolatito. Even round 7 and round 8, they were dominant rounds for Chocolatito. He was just backing up and battering Martinez like a punching bag. And those are the rounds where I really thought that Martinez was going to get stopped, but he obviously survived. Obviously, now that it went the distance. But yeah, Martinez was very close to getting stopped throughout this fight. I thought that he really got dominated here. At most, you could give him 2 rounds, 1 round, or even 0 rounds. So comment down below how you scored this fight. I would probably assume it's anywhere from my scorecard, or even every single round to Chocolatito, or even 1 round to Martinez. So with that being said, what is next for Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez? Winning here in dominant fashion over the flyweight champion. He is the super flyweight diamond champion now. I would love to see him face Juan Francisco Estrada in their trilogy. They were supposed to face each other, but Estrada had to pull out. So I would love to see that fight happen, or even a fight against Jesse Ben Rodriguez, who's the newly crowned WBC super flyweight champion. And Chocolatito did give a little tease that he's going to move up in weight in an interview with DAZN. So, yeah, I mean, he could possibly move up in weight if he does beat Estrada in their 3rd fight, or even move up in weight in his next fight. But it's most likely going to be, next for him, a trilogy fight with Juan Francisco Estrada, which I'm up for 100%. But as for Julio Cesar Martinez, losing here for the 2nd time in his career, this is really the first time that we've seen him get dominated at the world stage. Yeah, he's still the flyweight world champion. We can't take that away from him. He's still the WBC flyweight world champion, one of the top guys at 112 pounds. So I would love to see him fight a guy who's in the top 15 in the WBC at flyweight, I should say, to defend his title, then possibly unify in the flyweight division, because I definitely think he can. He's one of the top guys there, and no one really has the skill level of Chocolatito at that weight class. So I do think that Martinez is still a really good young fighter at flyweight and could possibly move up in weight once like Chocolatito retires, once all the other guys move out, because really the super flyweight division, some of the top guys are sort of at the end of their careers with like 40 plus fights, 30 plus fights. But still, as you all know, if you've watched these lighter weight classes, there's guys well into their 40s, 30s, or really in the weight classes, guys into their 30s with over 50 fights. It's just ridiculous. Tremendous weight class in boxing is the super flyweight division, and Chocolatito is really an example of why. So overall, Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez defeats the current WBC flyweight world champion Julio Cesar Martinez by a wide and dominant unanimous decision to win the vacant WBC Diamond super flyweight world title. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.